Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about that dispatch call that has since been released as it relates to the shooting at Rihanna's mansion. Because even though we have heard about Ivana Lizette Ortiz, the dispatch caller, as you can hear, I'm going to play the call for you guys. And what you're going to hear is them talking about multiple suspects. So even though it's just Ivana Lizette Ortiz who has been named so far, honey, this is getting serious because what the police department believes, there are multiple people involved in this. And it's not just a random act. Even though we see this lady with several videos on social media and she's acting crazy, there are several suspects involved in this. And check this out. They knew exactly where to target because not only did they fire shots at Riri's mansion, they also fired shots at the Airstreamer that was parked on the property. How would they know that it is possible for someone to be inside the Airstreamer and the Airstreamer is not being used as a storage facility? It means that they have good intel on what is going on inside of Riri's home and possibly have been staking out her location for quite some time without her even being aware of what is going on. So the call came in. The dispatcher flagged the call as a high priority response. The caller described multiple suspects and one of whom allegedly fired at the property while another was driving. But as I've said, the only person that has been identified so far is Ivana Lizette Ortiz, right? She is one of the suspects. Now, the LAPD, they dispatch their units immediately because based on the type of weapon that was used and how Riri's premises was targeted, they know Rihanna is a celebrity, but not only that, they know that this was a very serious matter. This is not a random act, right? So the dispatch log noted coordinated with the detectives and the specialized unit to track the suspects. There are suspects in this case, but I don't know why it is that the reports or the police department is tight-lipped on this. I don't know, something is very fishy about all of this. And as you guys can remember, and I've been saying to you guys for the past couple of months, I've been saying it on my channel consistently. I said something is not right as it regards to Riri because we have never seen any hate or smear campaign against Rihanna. But what I've noticed is that over the past few months, I've been seeing every time I do a video on Rihanna, a group of people in the comment section. They're just, Rihanna needs to die. Rihanna should be locked up behind bars for good. She is this and she's a horrible person. She only pretends to be a good person. So I've been saying it to my followers. Look out. I want you guys to identify the pattern because this is very suspicious. And now here we are, fast forward to Rihanna's mansion being targeted and being not just targeted, but strategically targeted. Now, based on what I'm understanding, Rihanna did not want the details of how many persons inside her home to be revealed to the public because they know, and she has been told that this isn't just a random act and it's not just an individual. There are quite a few people. But they have since then released that Rihanna's mom was in the home while Riri and Rocky, they were in the Airstream trailer. And 3 bullets hit the Airstream trailer in a particular pattern. Boom, 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 boom. Which means that they had every intent to do what? Delete someone. But let's get into the dispatch call, and then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
Our units position on the 18th of correction on the shooting just occurred 9550 Heather Road. Suspect vehicle is a white Tesla Model 3 with brown tires. On incident 1921.
Closure Pacific clear. 71 Roger.
Air 10, I have a possible southbound Woodcliff from Mulholland. Let me verify a plate here real quick. If you can have units start head this way.
Air 10 has possible suspect vehicle southbound Woodcliff from Holland. Requesting a set of units start the response.
Air 10 broadcasting on both West LA and Rihanna's possible shooting suspect. Northbound Woodcliff from Mulholland in a white Tesla. Paper plate, David Paul 3 Edward 1. And just verifying the plate. I haven't verified it, but it is dirty on the bottom, which matches the suspect vehicle description.
Air 10 has a possible shooting suspect northbound Woodcliff from Mulholland. Correction, southbound Woodcliff from Mulholland. David Paul 3 Edward 1. David Paul 3 Edward 1 with dirt under the vehicle. White Tesla Model 3.
Since we're in that vehicle. And information, suspect driver was a female, blonde hair, and West LAD. What was the shooter's description?
It's going to be a female Hispanic with blonde hair in her 30s.
The suspect's a female Hispanic, blonde hair, and braids.
Suspect number 1 is a female Hispanic, blonde hair, 30 years. This shot is in 1921.
It's going to be, she's going to be wearing a cream colored blouse.
71 Michelle Marie Ferguson, license status expired.
That one?
Off-white, cream color.
71 Roger.
9041 is asking, is there a unit already following the vehicle, or do they need someone to follow?
You're the line 2 in front of you, just made the left turn.
West LA unit.
To be right turn southbound onto Sepulveda from Valley Vista. I do have a West LA unit getting behind it. Northbound.
Hurricane has a vehicle southbound.
West LA unit behind it. West LA, just verify that plate for me.
Area has one officer behind the suspect vehicle, right turn northbound, 12 from Valley Vista.
8X36 shows following the possible shooting suspect vehicle. We're going to be northbound on the
41, Valley Rio Tech 1, town of 41, Valley Rio Tech 1, town of 41.
8X33 feet across the Sepulveda.
Gonna be at Greenleaf.
Greenleaf.
There's northbound Sepulveda at Greenleaf. And that primary, just verify that is the plate.
8X36 following this.
Okay, good plate. They're making a right turn into the mall parking lot, into the Regal, and they're going to be out of my sight. You guys can call. I'll forward on the text.
Here's our responsible Ventura, right hand turn into the mall parking lot of the Regals.
And be advised, this is a good shooting suspect.
75, so you can stack up probably call.
Yeah, they have the vehicle. Driver is out on his knees, or they're approaching the vehicle now.
Drivers out of the vehicle, units are approaching the vehicle. Driver's on his knees.
Hey, Wells Unit 030, we're in there, 1026 South Crescent Heights Boulevard, residence, incident 2013.
Copy that. One suspect in custody.
Okay, so now that the police have said that there are multiple suspects involved in the shooting, because based on how the shots were being fired, how the car got away and all of that, even though they accosted Lizette Ortiz alone, they believe that there are multiple people involved. So what's going to happen from here going forward? Well, naturally, they're going to pull all of her communications. So they're going to get, court order for all her police records, every bank transaction, video surveillance. So they're going to check everything that has every camera that's on her street to see her activities for the past couple of months. This is going to be a very, very deep investigation. And this gives us also the understanding as to why Rihanna would not feel safe to stay at the property after she was accosted. Rihanna left 2 days later because, they had to go through the necessary police details and protocol, and they had to strategically plan their next move. But this is very serious, and it is also deeply concerning because for the police department to say there's several suspects involved in this, and if you look at how the act was carried out, it would really give a sense that there were several people involved. But who are the other perpetrators that are involved? And while we can say this lady appears to be crazy, are the other perpetrators just crazy and this is just a random act? I don't think so. There's a lot more to this, but naturally, we're going to have to wait on the police department for them to do their investigation. And I do hope that they do a thorough investigation because the people are going to want answers. And most importantly, Rihanna is going to want answers. And I know, in my opinion, I believe Rihanna is going to have her own private investigation into this because we know for anyone who is involved in the industry, we know the industry can play dirty games at times. And she wants to ensure that her kids are safe and she's safe. But her number one priority in all of this is going to be her kids. So I believe that Rihanna is going to have her own private investigators doing their own checks just to ensure that it's not coming from anyone that is affiliated with them. Because as I've said, and as we've seen, this lady, ain't no questioning, she appears to be crazy. But the mere fact that a police department, they're saying there are multiple suspects involved in all of this, are the other suspects crazy as well? Or did they do this work on the behalf of Lizette Ortiz for money? There are some people there who will literally do these things for money, but we are not sure. The police, they're not sure at this point. So I'm going to keep you guys posted once there's an update available. There are several things coming out as it relates to this case. The police, they're working assiduously, evidently, because this is a high priority case. Rihanna is a celebrity that is loved by all, not known to have any enemies. So the police department, they're working on this. But I'm going to keep you guys updated once there's an update available on this case. This is all I have for this video, and we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.